And hello, everybody. NikoTheLegend here. Yes, the legend himself has survived Hurricane Irma. After getting through 11 days without power and about 5 days without water. And I'm not exaggerating either, we just got power a couple days ago. But I won't get into the post-Hurricane Irma stuff. You guys saw a little bit of a little video that I did on the phone, but I'm going to be doing kind of like a special video in regards to Hurricane Irma and my experience with it. So I'll let myself explain all that further along the road. Now you'll see it very soon. Just got to start doing the filming and all that stuff. So I'm here to, yes, I'm not going to be talking about Mass Effect Andromeda because, well, I think the news of Mass Effect Andromeda is gone. Actually, I know for a fact because no matter what you do to check it, all you're seeing is that the game is $20. It's the cheapest it's ever been. There's nothing really talking about it. But now I'm transitioning into Dragon Age news because that's the next big thing from BioWare, and I love Dragon Age too. Not as much as Mass Effect, but you know, they're both great franchises in their own regard. But I still will do the Let's Talk Mass Effect segments, so don't worry. I'm still going to be doing Mass Effect stuff. Just there's no news in relation to the current standing of Mass Effect Andromeda. Hopefully we'll find some new things about it later on, but right now we're going to focus on the here and now. So, the big news about Dragon Age is that there's a game in development, but it isn't confirmed that it's the fourth Dragon Age, not Dragon Age 4. It could be a spin-off. And we all know Mike Laidlaw has always stuff to say about it, starting with this quote. There is a Dragon Age project happening. It is not confirmed as the fourth game in the series. What? What does that mean? Spin-off, blah, blah, blah. So from what I read from the article, basically that it's going to take place in a brand new area as confirmed by a recent post by Mike Laidlaw. You look on his Twitter, or you can look up the article itself. I'll put it in the link below. Stating that Dragon Age 4 is not confirmed. Trespasser DLC is canon. So whatever you thought at the end of the Trespasser DLC for Dragon Age about going into Travinter with Solus. So great. Elfman, you know, this guy who had this facade, you know, this disguise as like a normal elf mage, and then he just turns into like this huge, crazy oracle or prophet, you know, some crazy religious stuff maybe. But we're not sure that that's what the spin-off game is going to be all about. You know, a spin-off can be multiple things. It doesn't have to be the exact same formula as Dragon Age 4. It doesn't even, you know, to be honest, it doesn't even have to. Yeah, just thought I said that way too fast. Doesn't even have to take place in the same time period. It really doesn't. Multiple things of entertainment do that, like with books and TV shows and all that. They have spin-offs, but they're just nowhere. They're maybe close to the timeline. There could be prequels or like way down the timeline. You know, it could take place anywhere, any shape or form. But from this article, apparently there were rumors that after the release of Inquisition that they wanted to work on a multiplayer game. And maybe a different approach to it, you know? Like maybe it could be a co-op campaign type game, or it could be an MMO. I mean, we do have our space MMO, and that's the Old Republic, but we don't have our medieval fantasy MMO, which could be Dragon Age. I could, you know, a lot of us don't want to see, maybe we don't want to see Dragon Age. I'm like indifferent about it, because I love games that are solo experience, and sure, it'd be great to travel with friends and stuff, but if it becomes something of a multiplayer, like MMO type thing, that's just gonna take way too many resources from, especially the Old Republic. Now, I get that it could be it's an entire, completely different team working on it, but EA is gonna have EA is gonna have their, you know, their piggy banks emptied out pretty quick. Considering the reputation that the Old Republic has, because you know, a lot of people liked it. If Star Wars fans loved it, I loved it. A lot of people didn't like it because in the beginning the end game was really weak. dungeons and all that stuff, that it wasn't that great. But I didn't get it for the end game stuff, despite it being an MMO. I got it for the dialogue choices and the BioWare formula that was presented so well in that game. It was just cool to see in an MMO format, and I love Star Wars. I've been saying love a lot. I guess that's what you get when you're post Hurricane Irma. So, and this stuff has been planned for a while. This spin-off and the next 2 Dragon Age games that we heard news about earlier this year. Mike Laidlaw just says that they have this outline in mind from, probably as soon as the first game was made, on what stories they want to do. Kind of, you have to have an outline to know where your game's going to go in the end. You got to have a beginning and end. You got to do a lot of brainstorming, kind of getting ideas, with the meetings and all that. You kind of get an idea, and once everybody comes to a fluid thought that connects well with one another, some way, then you can start working on how long you want this series to go. Basically, how long a series is gonna last until from the beginning. But sometimes you get lucky that, or sometimes you don't get so lucky, and it ends about 3 games, or you do get lucky and you make 2 games thinking that was going to be the end, but then there's such a high demand that people just want you to keep making games, which I do like. Which, surprises like that are great. So I would like to know about this game some more. Multiplayer, will it be first person? I doubt it. We've never seen Dragon Age first person, really, not at all. It's probably, most likely it's going to be third person. I mean, for all we know, it could be an RTS game, to be honest. There's just so many things. I mean, it could be a fucking horseback racing game. And there was some horse courses in Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, man. I really do enjoy that game, but once you beat it, Andromeda is way better with events happening. There's more events happening in Andromeda's worlds, but it's still still not enough though. But Inquisition had a lot of nothing happening really. It was so scripted. It was definitely not real time at all. Not like Breath of the Wild or Skyrim, like a dragon can invade you at any time. In Breath of the Wild, you just see merchants walking on the road, and they're like, "I'm going to this town," and then you go to that town and you wait about 3 hours, and they fucking arrive there. Real time is great. So obviously, spin-offs and the next 2 games are definitely going to try to avoid plot holes and contradictions with one another, because that's what happens when you make so many different games or so many different books, and you have a lot of different companies or authors or story writers. However, whatever means of getting it across, you got to be careful with that stuff, because you want it to always stay canon. You don't want people putting in like too much of a spin on it. You still have to be railroaded a bit, kind of have a linear approach, because you know how it's going to end. Because the company tells you how it's going to end. You just got to find a very, very well designed story to get to that end. But I thought this would be really nice to discuss with you guys and kind of get an idea on what's next for BioWare, the next best thing, because Andromeda has plummeted from the start. But I'm glad you guys are still playing Andromeda and you're still enjoying it. I haven't played it in a while because of this hurricane. I was playing Jedi Academy last night on Twitch. Anyway, not self-promoting myself. I apologize. I just want to know what you guys think about this next Dragon Age project. Look up Mike Laidlaw's Twitter feeds. Look up the articles. There'll be links posted in the description below. And thank you guys for supporting me through the hurricane. I appreciate some of the comments you guys left. It means a world of difference, because it was very, very dark at night in the house. Very dark. And I did mention some details about it in the recent Let's Talk Mass Effect. But like I said, there's going to be a special video discussing it. It's going to be, I'm going to make it heavily edited. It's going to be pretty emotional stuff. Don't worry, I'm not going to get in tears or anything, which would be normal if I did, but because it is a traumatic time. But it's going to be great. I hope you guys are Hope you guys check that out. And we're gonna get back to the Let's Plays of Phantasy Star 4 and Elder Scrolls Online Let's Play Roleplay. So be sure to check that out as well. Kind of catch up. I guess Hurricane Irma was the chance to catch up, but you know, Let's Plays are overdone so much. But you know, I have my own twist to it. So check it out. All right, thanks, Pathfinders and Inquisitors now? I don't know. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.